excited to be with you in another edition of Ehinosen Talk. I hope you are getting blessed. Thank you for all those that are getting us, sending us good messages, your goodwill messages, and how Ehinosen Talk is affecting your life positively, and how you are sharing it and reaching out to others. This is what I want us to do. I need you and I to clinch together to make sure we have a sensitized society that is free from all moral decadence, and of course to build godly home. I'm your host, Barr.Esther Mrs. Esther Ehinosen Ileogben. On Ehinosen Talk, we also bring seasoned men and women that are highly professionals in their calling to dissect some of these topical issues with me, vis-a-vis our Bible ethics. We talk about parenting. This is of exigencies at a time like this. Marital crisis, how to resolve them, single lifestyle, dating, and everything that has to do with our relationship. Today, I have another seasoned, highly professional, and highly anointed bishop in the house. He is the presiding bishop of Christ is All Chapel Incorporated, in person of Bishop Dr. Okey Moses. It's good to be with you, sir, on the show. Thank you for finding time out of your tight schedule to be with us. Thank you so much. We appreciate you on Ehinosen Talk.
Thank you for having me.
So, sir, as I have said, we talk about topical issues basically that affect us as believers in our day-to-day lives, and how we can use our Bible ethics as the basic pivots that our decision needs to spin through. Today, I'd like us to dissect this issue that is posed like, how do I put it? Is it like a challenge in the church right now? So, because we are in this 21st century, a lot of things have evolved. Technology too is not helping matters. And we find out that everything that is going on now is sex, is exuding sex. Simply put, sex have been, everything have been sexualized right now in the society. And for my own analysis, I'm also part of the system as a body of Christ minister. I find out that the church is a little bit too cold in talking about sex. They don't do an open air talk about sex much as the secular world does. And like I said, sex has been sexualized. Our children are getting initiated into sex addiction, pornography, not to talk of teenagers, not to even talk of youth, even adults, even ministers. They get entangled in watching pornography, all this sex-related addiction. So Sam, what's the reason that you think is behind this, that the church don't do open air talk about sex? But is it good? Then what is the way forward? Okay, maybe we'll have to take it one after the other. Only to our time frame here is very short. So the first thing we need to tackle, why is that so, before we go to the next level?
Thank you so much. Very good opportunity, my viewers. I'm so excited to be here with the woman of God. And one of the things you look at, most Pentecostal churches, most of them are so reluctant to talk about sex openly, because they look at it from the angle of modesty. If you look at the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, from verse 11 to 12, you will see that these were going to be, and they have pitched their tent. It's talking about modesty. So modesty is the reason why they feel that you cannot just start talking about sex. They are seeing it from the angle of holiness, that they should not talk about sex, that sex, definitely we all believe that sex is within the boundaries of marriage. So they look at the modesty. Do you understand? They're looking at modesty. That's why they don't want to talk about sex. But I don't think it is right.
Yes.
We should talk about sex. Sex is all about humanity.
Yeah.
That is the beginning
That's
of procreation.
everything.
So when we look at this, and if they could discuss sex in school, there is nothing bad in, so that most of us will have the understanding that this is where. Okay, let me give you an instance. I remember when my children were so young, I gave my daughter, she's now in her 20s, but then she was just a child, and I told her something. There are some parts of your body that nobody
Should touch.
can touch. Number one is your mouth. No mouth should go near your mouth.
Yeah, that's it.
Then your private part, your backside, and your boobs. These are your personal part of you. I had a girl that I brought as a house girl. Do you know one day I came and my daughter then was about between 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
He told me, Daddy, Jane touched me in my ear. Do you understand? I said, it's just because you were able to let her know that this place is sacred.
Yes.
This place is your personal part of you.
That's
It's a
it.
place that nobody should touch. He said he was touching me, he was touching me. I now called the girl and I was able to understand that she used to go to actually finger her. Now at such age, if you have not taught or educated your child on such issue, you are looking at modesty. Let's not talk about it. It will corrupt them.
Yes, and that's what is really trending now. That's what we're saying everywhere.
She wouldn't have been able to tell me, Daddy, where you said nobody should touch. She touched it.
Yes.
And by the time I called her, I knew that she did it, and I had to discipline her for doing something like that.